Okay, let's see what's going on. Let me try to change the volume up, see if that helps. I don't know. Volume up. Okay. A button. Menu comes up to the exposure. Hit A button again, then you get the exposure submenu. Using C and D buttons, you can scroll from normal, VLC, WDR, HLI. I'm going to go back to normal. When I get it to where I want it, hit the B button, which then moves down to Sense Up. Sense Up, scrolling through the C and D buttons, you can change the exposure time from off up to 1024. So now I'm going to set it at 64, 64x, which I think is 1 second. Then I'll go back and hit the B button. Then it goes to lens electric. The options using C and D, electric or DC iris. I'm going to use electric, which I picked using the C button. Go back to B, brightness. Brightness ranges from 0 to 99, which you can adjust using the C and D buttons. I'm going to leave it at 40, which is where it was set from the factory. Then I'm going to hit the B button, which gets me back to exit, and then hit the A button, which then closes it. If I then use the D button, I can scroll over to exit, hit the B button, hit the B button again to save and exit, hit the A button. I've now saved and exited after adjusting the first menu. Okay, let's see if we can get to the next menu. Hit A, and then hit D. I'm now in the color mode menu. Hit A, which then brings down the submenu for color mode. You can scroll through C and D. You have ATW, manual, push, and AWC. Rock recommends going with ATW, automatic trace white balance. I changed that using the C and D buttons. So now I have it at ATW. A will bring up the So now let's set the color menu. A button, D button, A button, and then you can scroll with C or D through the options. AWC, DATW, D manual, D push. Rocka's recommended. I'm going back with the C button to ATW. Hit B to get to exit. A closes out the color submenu. Scroll over with D to exit. A button brings up the exit menu. B, save and exit A. So now I've adjusted the first two menus in the camera, the exposure one and the color one. Okay, now let's adjust the third menu, day night. A button, D button to color, D button to day night, A button to bring up the submenu. Under mode, you have multiple options, and using the C and D keys, you can go from auto, day, night, which is mono, smart LED. Rock recommends keeping it in the day mode. So using the C and D, you can back up, get to day. Once you get to day, B button brings you to return. A button brings you back up to the menu. Scroll using D over to the exit. A brings up the exit submenu. B brings up save and exit. And A closes out the menu. So now we've finished adjusting the day-night settings. Let's go to the next menu. The next menu is Effect. And the way you get to the Effect menu, A button, D, 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 Effect. When you get to Effect, hit A. The first item in the Effect menu is Mirror. And it's using the C and D keys, you can scroll from off, horizontal, vertical, rotate. I'm going to go back to off. Once I get to off, I'm going to hit the B button, which brings up sharpness. Sharpness has a range of 0 to 49 using the C and D keys. I'm going to leave it at about 20. Once I get to where I want it, then hit the B key, the A key, D multiple times to get to the exit, A key, B key, A key. So now I've adjusted exposure, color, day night, and effect. Next menu is motion, and for now I'm just going to show you how to get to the motion menu, but I'm really not going to change it. A button, D button to motion, B button brings up the motion detect, which is either off or on. You can see when it's on, you have a bunch of things you can adjust. For now, I'm going to have it to off. D button, A button, D, 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 A, B, A. Next menu is privacy, which I am not going to make any adjustments to, but I'll show you how to get to it. Again, A button, multiple D buttons to privacy, A button to the sub menu, and there's mask select. You can choose up to, I think, 4 different masks. You can use this to actually create crosshairs if you want to have crosshairs, and you would select each mask 1 through 4. you would put them on, you would put their location, and you would position them where you want them. Right now I don't want to have any masks, so I'm just going to hit the B button twice, get to the bottom, hit the A button, and get out. Again, multiple D's, followed by A, B, A. Next menu is gotten to the same way, A button, multiple D's, which is the enhance menu. When you get there, hit B. The first option is gamma. Gamma is adjustable from 0.3 to 1. You can scroll through using the C and D buttons. I think I'm going to leave it at 1 for now. Once I get where I want it, hit the B button. 3D DNR, that has adjustments of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For now, I'm going to leave it at 3. B button. You can choose monitor if you have an LCD monitor or a CRT by using C or D. I'm going to go back to LCD, leave it there. B button. DPC, you can either have auto or off. I'm going to leave it on auto and see what happens tonight. And then hit B to return. A, D, D, A, B, A. The last menu that is adjustable is System. A button, multiple D or C buttons to get over to System. B button. And this is for setting up communications if you're going to use a computer control of the camera. I don't think this camera can be computer controlled, so I'm not really going to mess with any of these systems or settings. So I'm at COM ID, hit multiple B, 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 B. I'm at return, hit A, D to exit, A to call up the exit menu, B to save and exit, and A. That should finish adjusting all the menus.